Hey guys, I'm Cara. I'm the one who sends out the Facebook messages every week with all the testimonies and the updates, and I kind of just wanted to give a background of why I send out those messages and why I have such a passion for testimonies and just kind of how this all came about. So I'll start kind of like from the beginning. Um, I guess it was 2 Julys ago, like not this past July, but the July before that, I went to the Jesus Culture Conference, and the day after it, they were having this like campus awakening thing. And so I went to that, and it was kind of weird. Like, I had never been to anything like it before. It was like super charismatic, kind of freaked me out, but it was good. It was awesome. But this lady came and prophesied over me, and she told me that I would write books that help people, or write a book that helped people. And so I was just kind of like, okay, that's cool. Like, I don't really know what to do with that. So I kind of just like stored it in the back of my brain, didn't really think about it. And then the first semester of my freshman year, which was last year, I went to Auburn, and this guy was telling me his testimony, and I just like had an epiphany. It was like the Lord just like zoned me out from the situation, and it was almost like I was looking down on the people that I was sitting with, and I just kind of knew that like the book that I write that helps people would be about people's testimonies. And I've always loved listening to people's testimonies. It's always been such like just a passion of mine. Like, I love hearing people's stories. They just intrigue me so much. And so that was cool. Like, I didn't know where to go from there, so I kind of just stored that in the back of my brain too, just not really thinking anything about it. And so then this summer I was reading Redeeming Love, and I got to the epilogue, and I don't know what it was, but it just made me tear up, and I was like, I just thought it was so cool how, I don't know how many of you have read Redeeming Love, but if you haven't, you need to. And during the epilogue, Francine Rivers just kind of like explains her testimony, explains the background of why she wrote the book, and um, just explains the Lord's love all in a few pages. And I just thought it was so awesome, and it just made me start thinking, like, what if I were to do that for a living? Like, I had never thought about writing or anything before, but it's just like the Lord gives you stories and you write them, and they change people's lives. Like, what more could you ask for? And so I kind of just started thinking about that, and it just kind of all came together. Like, I just knew that it was what I was supposed to do, and so that was really cool. And I kind of decided that I was gonna write books, kind of not. I felt like it was what the Lord was telling me to do, but I wasn't really sure. And so then I went on the college retreat with Grace in Midtown, and I had told Kelly Everett about my story, and she like thought it was awesome. She was like, "That's so perfect for you." And so then she was kind of telling Josh Perkinson a little bit about it, and so then like at the college retreat, he was like, "So tell me about this testimonies thing that you have." And so I told him, and he was like, "You're never gonna believe this, but my freshman year, during during my freshman year, I would record the testimonies for house church, and I just didn't really like it. I just didn't really have a passion for it. And the Lord told me that He would bring someone to Kennesaw that would write down the testimonies for house church." And so I was like, "Shut up! Like, that's awesome." And so it was kind of just like confirmation that yes, I'm supposed to write books for the Lord, and my first one's going to be about testimonies. That's all I really know. And so that's kind of why I've been um, recording or these testimonies for house church and sending out the messages. I love testimonies. I love writing them down. I love hearing them. And I can't wait to write a book about them. I don't know if it's going to be a book about Kennesaw's testimonies, or I have like a few other people in mind that I've heard their stories, and I would like to include them in my book. So I don't know if you guys ever have any testimonies or anything, just let me know. I love them. So just keep them coming. I've loved recording them. And so now we're just going to start this whole video thing and just get them all out on YouTube so that everyone can see them. And so that's kind of my story. That's what I'm all about right now. So if you guys ever have any testimonies, just let me know. Like I said, my name's Cara, and you can find me on Facebook. And I'd love to talk with you guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the videos.